This or that, fall or spooky? Hey, why not both, right? Hi, welcome back. I'm Tina. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is time to set up my October planners. Yes, plural. I am going to be setting up two planners. One is going to be a fall theme, and one is going to have a spooky theme. I have everything stacked, ready to go. And we're going to start with fall. Let me share with you everything I have here. I have a magnetic clip. Absolutely love those. Put everything together to make it nice and convenient. So I've got some little cards in here. And I've got the discs that I'll be using. And these are the copper, I believe they're copper. Unfortunately, they're no longer available. This was something I picked up during their anniversary sale. And a lot of the other items I've gotten from my subscription box, either the October box from this year or previous years. So as I go, I will try to tell you like where everything is from. This one is from this year's October subscription box. I thought that this would go together really beautifully. And these covers are gorgeous. I absolutely love them. They are a clear plastic material. They definitely are a little bit more rigid than a laminated cover. So I like to put like the covers on separately, like the front and the back covers on separately. All right, so here is the front cover, and I'm going to put the back cover on also. All right, so this does have a plastic protective coating on here, so you're going to want to peel that off. This one came off nice and easily. Sometimes you kind of have to work at it a little bit, but usually they come off pretty easily. All right, let's go ahead and get this on here. And I would love to know, what do you love more? Do you love fall or do you love spooky? I will share with you what mine is, but that will come later. All right, let's get these on here. Okay, so it is ready to go. I could start loading it. And I think I'm going to just bring it like this, and that way I could start loading it this way. All right, so we've got here this beautiful vellum. In the stillness of autumn, find the courage to grow. And I really like the way that that layers over this beautiful dashboard. It's so pretty. All right, so that is going to go in here. And I really love when I open up my planner, I just have like this beautiful aesthetic. It's all about the aesthetic when I open up my planner, and then things get much more functional after that. This one came in the September subscription box, and I thought that that was a beautiful backdrop for this card that we got this October. And I just adhered it onto the dashboard with some washi tape. I love the washi tape. It's a little script washi tape, and it's really just so convenient to use. Let me take that down. So I thought that that would be just really, really picturesque when I open that up. I love the pumpkins. It says October, so it's like perfect. And now I'm going to put in this clear side tab divider, and I don't have this labeled. It's just kind of like one of those things I like to have at the beginning of my planner for miscellaneous things. I tend to do that for any planner. It's kind of nice because you might have certain seasonal things that you might want to like have in here, and not having a label on it kind of makes it easier. All right, so this very first section has my books to read list in here. All right, so continuing on here, I have these frosted side tabs. I love these. They're dividers, and they have the months on each of them here. So I have one for every month. I'm going to, of course, put these in. And I have these vellum for each month. And in March of this year, Jane started her Master Plan 365 workshop. So that is what I have in this planner. So I have all of my notes from the workshop, and she meets every week, usually every week. And it's on Monday, and it's at 10 a.m. Central Time for myself right now. I know that it's going to be changing. Once I have the time change, it will change for me, but her time does not change. I forget like what their time is at. So I just like to share like Central Time because that's what I'm at. So I have in here my worksheets for each of the months. The other thing that I have in here is some monthly layouts that I was using just to track like when the master plan classes were, the lives for Jane. And some of the months are filled out in full, and then some of them are not. All right, I went ahead and filled out everything for the year. I still need to purchase my October worksheets inserts, but I did go ahead and put in a beautiful dashboard in here. I thought that this was so pretty. I do have it layered underneath this vellum, and I think that that looks really pretty like that. So I'm going to leave that. Let me show you what I put in the back for the back dashboard. I put this decorative pumpkin one here. I think that that's really pretty. I had a hard time deciding like what I wanted to layer underneath here, and I think I like what I picked out. So I'm going to actually go ahead and put the planner into the cover. And I am using discs that are 1 1/4. Previously, I had 1.5-inch discs in this planner cover. I do have a video talking about the planner covers if you want to see a little bit more detail about the covers themselves. I will be sure to link that here for you so you could check that out. I decided to try the 1 1/4. I wanted to see how it worked out for me, and this wrap will fit the 1 1/4 very comfortably. So let me close it up here, and you can see that. Let me show you. That fits really nicely. This is a 1 1/4 wrap size because they do also offer 2-inch wraps. So you want to make sure if you are picking up a wrap that you know what disc sizes you have that you're using, and then you want to pick up the correct wrap size that's going to fit like the disc size. So of course you need to pick up the planner size. I use the junior size planner, and I have got this cover in the 1 1/4. So it is so pretty. I love it. I really liked this cover with this wrap. I thought that this nori green just was very complimentary to this. So I'm going to actually clip this dashboard here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put like a card, but I'm going to use the little magnetic clip. I like to use the magnetic clips on anything that has like this clear material because I don't want to scratch anything. So that's one of the things that I like to use on here. So now I have this nice flip, this beautiful aesthetic when I open up, and then it kind of carries over into here. And I'm gonna need to clip this one, and I need to decide what I want to put on here. So I have some, this is from a previous subscription box, but it's still brown. I'm not going to use the boo. That actually, I think, came in here by mistake. And then I have these. I found this one. This is from an old subscription box, but I thought that the colors just matched beautifully. So I thought that I would grab this, possibly use this. It's not what we have in life, but who we have in our life that matters. And I think that that is so beautiful. So I don't know how I want to do this. And then I also have this autumn one, which is also very beautiful. All right, I'm going to have to figure this out. I kind of jumped ahead a little bit because I want to figure this one out first. All right, I have this extra dashboard. I think it's so beautiful, but I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to put it. I thought it would kind of look neat and tucked in here. So I'm going to bring this in here. Do something just a little bit different. I really like all those like golden leaves in here. I think that that is so pretty. All right, I like that. It just kind of brings everything together. And then I don't know. I've got these cards here, and I was thinking I could bring this in here. That's kind of pretty. And maybe that's might be kind of a fun way to bring that in here. I don't want it to be like loose though, because it's going to like float around. Oh, that's really pretty. See how I kind of like this here, but I don't know if it's too much green or if I bring this one in instead, have a little bit more of a contrast. That might be really pretty. And then this could go somewhere else. And then I have this. And then I also found this card. I thought that this was really cute. This is a little laminated sheet of a pumpkin spice recipe. So I wanted to kind of hold on to that and have that handy. Now I also have this page finder. And I don't think I like that there. I think I'm going to put this just in my monthly. So I'm going to bring this back to October. Again, I'm kind of jumping around a little bit, but that's okay. It's the way it is. But at the same time, maybe I'll bring in that. Let's grab a clip. I have a few clips here to the side that I know work really nicely. And what I like to do is I like to clip things really close to the tab. Sorry, my hand's going to be in the way here a little bit. I want it to be secure because I've got a few layers here and I love the layers, but at the same time, I need it to be functional. I don't want to like have to flip this open and have to flip through all of these layers. And I also don't want this to be like flopping around, right? You want things to be pretty, but you also want them to be functional. All right, I think that that works really well. So I have the clip. I've got, what do I have? I've got 4 things clipped here. So I have the side tab, I've got the vellum, I've got the dashboard, and then I have the journaling card, which I love that. So cute. Okay, that is really pretty. All right, now that is so pretty. And I think I'm going to put this actually in the middle of October. That way I can flip open to the month. I have to fill that in. Isn't this so pretty? Look at how nice. Let me get this in. Oh, isn't that so pretty? I love that. It just looks like leaves pressed in your book. I am loving it. All right. Now, I think that there was one other thing that I needed. And yeah, I think I like that there. I can actually tuck that in just a little bit more if I am okay with covering up the logo. Yeah, I think that that's really pretty. I don't really use anything on this side, so having this just decorative is really like what I like. And then I have this one right here. I need to bring this together because otherwise that is going to be, again, I'm going to have like 2 things to flip and I do not like that. All right, so let's grab another clip. So these teardrop clips are nice because they do have this like right here and you can kind of like angle that in the way that I did and it kind of grasps the card and really kind of holds on nicely to the actual like side tab here. So that worked out perfectly. I love it. And I have this cute little recipe. I don't know, maybe I'll just tuck it in here. it's like kind of like still in my sight, because once it's out of my sight, then it's completely out of my mind. That's why I don't really tuck things in to this front area. All right, I love it. Okay, so I've got my master planner for October all set and ready to go in the beautiful nori green wrap. And I do have to put a pen in here. All right, I have this one. This one is a friction, and I like to use those. And that one is also from Jane. So this one is all set and ready. Yay! All right, now it's time to move on to spooky. All right, here we go. So I've got new discs. These are 2 inches. I've got all of my cards here, some other accessories that I might need. We'll see about that. Look at this beautiful fall leaf. I love it. This is the pebble grain texture. The other one is a Saffiano texture. So this particular one only comes in the 2-inch size wrap. So if you do decide to order it, you only have the one option available to you. All right, let's go ahead and open this up. And I've got, again, everything in here ready to load. And look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That contrast. I love it. This one is my reference planner. So this one is definitely going to take a little bit more time. But first, let's look at the discs. I decided to go with the champagne gold 2-inch discs. Honestly, I would have preferred the black, but I didn't order them because I really wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I didn't know that this was what I wanted to put in here at the time. And I thought, well, I have black discs, but they're not big enough to hold all of this. So I decided to just go with these because that's what I had available. And I'm perfectly happy with that. So let's go ahead and grab the front and the back cover so that way I could put that together because I like to do that first. And I'm actually gonna move my stack to the side. I think it'd just be easier from this point right here. Okay, so this is the cover that I'm going to be using. This one we received, I believe it was last year. I have been getting the subscription box from Jane since its inception. So I have a lot of things. So I just went back to my previous October items where she had included spooky things. Super excited. She opened up the vault. Let me put this together while I chat. And there's spooky things that you can pick up. There's 2 different packages, I believe, of spooky things. So it's available. And because I don't like to show you things that are not available. So I was really happy that she did that because I already knew that I was going to do 2 planners because I have to have spooky. All right, so let's go ahead, take a look. Now this is a laminated cover set. I don't believe that this cover set is available. That I don't think that she released this. So I do apologize for that. Let me bring this over here. All right, so I've got so much stuff to put in here. This is my reference planner. That is why it is on 2-inch discs because it is a chunky girl. I've got this crow here. So this one is coming up underneath the cover. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to load it up and then we'll figure out like the front decoration. This I thought was really pretty. However, I'm in it for the cat. So this is a double-sided illustration, but it's 2 different illustrations. So I love this cat. She is so pretty. I have got to like have her here when I open up my planner. She's super cute. Okay, so she is going to be what I see when I open it up, along with these bats. I love the bats on the vellum. So pretty. And then we have this really pretty, like spooky, foresty illustration. So that is coming in here. All right, now this next item that I'm going to show you, this one is a little bit different because what she did here was put this onto a vellum, I believe. So this, like this, is not available. And I don't know if this one's available either. So I do apologize. So some of the things that I have are going to be a little bit different than what you can get. For example, I believe that like the cat is available, but it is the same on each side. I'm not sure about that though, because everything that I'm using is what I had received previous. So I'm putting this back in here. On the back side, there is a fall reading list, which is so cool. I really like that. So if this is not available, you can always stop the video here or take a screenshot if you're curious about the fall reading list that she had prepared for us previously. All right, now this one here is a frosted, and this is either a bottom or a top tab. I like to use it as a bottom. I don't have it labeled. So very similar to what you saw in my fall planner setup. I like to have a tab at the front that's kind of like a seasonal thing. Isn't this cool? I love that. The bats look really pretty over this as well. I couldn't decide which way I wanted to go, but I made this decision, so I'm really happy with that. All right, and then this one right here is a previous insert, 30 ways to maximize time management and productivity. So I'm going to put this in here. The next thing that I have here is an inbox. And I have these sticky notes. Now, these are not available anymore. I apologize, but I love bringing these in. So these hybrids are great to house sticky notes. I love to do that. So I switch things out as I need to. Of course, as I switch this planner out. So here we are, all ready for fall. Okay. And then this is my inbox section. And yeah, I took out my actual items that are in here. I have to take them out whenever I do this with you because I've got like private things in here, but this is the cover of the inbox section. And I like to keep that in there, and it just kind of helps keep things private for me. And I do also have this other side tab divider. It's a clear divider. I like to use this in here because this is where I like to stick my sticky notes. So what I do is I will grab a sticky note from here. I'll write out whatever I need or whatever sticky note I have on my desk. And then it goes into my inbox section, and that's where my stickies live until I do what I need to with them. All right, this next one is home. And I'm using this dashboard here. This is, again, these are from older subscription boxes. Anything that I got from this year's October subscription box, I already used it in my fall setup there. So this is a weekly number 28. This is a cleaning insert. I really like this. This has been very helpful. I'm not going to go into details on the inserts in this particular video. I do have previous setup videos where I slow things down a lot more and I go through it in detail. So I'll go ahead and attach that here for you. So if you want to see that. My next section is a personal section. So I am putting this clear side tab on here. And then I have to keep the horses. Oh my gosh, we received this in last month's subscription box. Absolutely in love with them. And I really like this as the backdrop for it. I think that that works out perfectly. And the other side you could see is a different illustration there. Okay, so now I'm bringing in all of my personal items, and I'm just going to load this up. I'll talk about the way that I have them sectioned out. Again, if you want to see more details about each of these sections that I have, then you can go back and watch one of my other setups that kind of slows down a little bit more for that. All right, so I'm putting in this next subsection, which I am using these beautiful gold top tabs. So I really like doing that. And then the next subsection I have are these dividers. I really like these. These are so pretty. And these go really well for every season. And what I did here is these are sold as top tabs and I just flipped them down. So now I have bottom tabs. So I have three little tabs here. This first one is reminders. And I do like to keep these cardstock dashboards that we get from time to time in the subscription boxes because there's so much work that is put into these. This is the reading list. That we have gotten previously. And then this is my seasonal section. Which you can see I still have a summer in here travel pack, which I'm going to leave in there because it's seasonal. And I have a spring readiness and I have a winter readiness, but I don't have a fall. So not quite sure about that. But I think I'm going to just bring the winter one up here. And just kind of rotate that around. And I'm going to bring the spring one in here. Because summer is over. So I'm putting that to the back. All right. The next thing I have here is for meetings. And let me see. Okay. I want to make sure that my stuff is covered. So I'm bringing this one in here. So this is a new section for meetings. And I used this beautiful vellum in here. And I had this black cardstock with this like lightning here. And I thought that that was a really cool backdrop for that vellum. And I have, let's see. Yeah, I can trying to load the things and keep all of the personal things personal. Or things I can't share with you yet, because that's in here as well. So I've got my meeting inserts in here. And then this one is my project notes. So this one I had created last month, and I'm just keeping this in here. So I like that with the girl. And I've got it's a girl vellum. And it is layered over this cardstock to make living itself an art. That is the goal. That's under my projects section. And then here are my project notes. Yeah, so I do have some private things in there, as well as like some new inserts. Okay, then I have a notes section, and this one has got a lot of stuff. So let me put this in here, and then I will load this up. And then I'm using this dashboard right here. I am out with lanterns looking for myself. Emily Dickinson. All right, so I added in my notes section. I have a lot of notes in here. I have blank notes to use. And then, of course, I have ones that I've already used. I do have some other notes that I want to fit in to there, like blank inserts, but I'm not sure how stuffed this is going to be, so I'm going to hold off just a little bit with that. All right, the next section is my budget and expenses, which I'm going to put that in, and I'll have to do that privately. All right, I am at the very back, so I went ahead and I put in the budget section and the expenses, and I have these black cardstock dashboards in here already, which is perfect for my spooky themed planner. And then I have this beautiful note paper. I love this note paper. It's so pretty. I also use these sheets, so make sure you use your things. But when you get something decorative like this, I like to hold on to a few of them so that way I have them for any future layering usage that I might want, which is exactly what I'm using here on the back of the planner. So I love that. So pretty. Okay, I definitely have plenty of room in here to add in those extra notes inserts. So I'm going to do that. I love using these inserts. They have all of the months at the top and they have the dates across. So all you do is you circle the month and you circle whatever date you're using the note for. And then there's a little section there to go ahead and put in a topic. And then the rest of it is a dot grid. This back page is obviously a line note page. This is probably from a printable because it's like kind of off. So that was how I printed that. So that is all in there. I love that. So yay, I'm super happy about this. I did revise this just a little bit because it was a little bit like thick and I wasn't quite sure if everything was going to fit in here comfortably. So I have plenty of room in here. This has got definitely room for me to add more things. So I might do that, but you get the idea of how it's going to be set up. I'm going to put the planner into the wrap. Slide it right in there. I'm going to close it up and just show you how it looks so far. Isn't that pretty? Now I'm going to put some things in the side pocket. So first off, I have this journal. I really like this. This is a line grid. And the back here is where I did my fountain pen testing, which was really fun. If you didn't see that, I will go ahead and put my unboxing of the October box. I'll link that video here. And I know that this fits in here really nicely. And look at that. So pretty. All right. I wasn't sure if I wanted to put it in there, but I do like it in there. It definitely fits comfortably. I think that this material, this pebbled grain, has a little bit more flexibility. I know that this will also fit in like the Saffiano material, but I just feel like this has got a little bit more flexibility, more give to it. So I feel a little bit more comfortable about tucking this in here. And I like, it does come out very easily. So I do like that. And having this here will be nice. So I'm going to put that back in there. And that is really pretty. All right, now I need to figure out this front. I've got all kinds of accessories. So let's go ahead and see what I end up doing. Look at all these cute cards. These are all like from older. This is the one we just received. I love that. And the cat eyes. I put a spell on you. Boo, Felicia. I don't know about the purple. I don't think I'll be using that because I don't have any purple this year in my spooky vibes. I might use it like somewhere else. Fall is my favorite color. That's pretty. That could have gone in the other one. Fall is my favorite F word. Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, I'm going to put that to the side and let's see. This one, oops, I almost dropped it. Okay, love that. So pretty. And I'm kind of liking that. Let's see. I'm trying to figure this out. I put this here. I don't know. Boo, Felicia. I put a spell on you. The cat eyes. I don't like this because this isn't really like got any dimension to it. It's all kind of like flat. So I'm wondering if I do that. You see where I'm kind of stuck, right? Because I think that's so pretty, the whole picture. Let's see, what if I did that? Because see how that's kind of popping up and I don't like that. So that's why I'm trying to layer this on top. So let me see here. Let me get in here. I think oh, that works. That's super cute. And then of course that still leaves this accessible to me to pull out. Yep. I like it. And then of course I could see the October. That's pretty. I like it. Okay. I'm not using the pocket on the inside there, but I think I'm okay with that. I could switch it around if I want to. All right, so here we go. Hello, fall. And I need to put this all together because I need to have this clipped. So I'm going to use this magnetic clip, and that is going to work so nice right here. Okay, now I want a card here. I've got this one, which might be really cute. Put a spell on you. Or the orange is kind of cute with a contrast. Or I could do Boo. That might be cute too. Maybe the Boo. I kind of like the Boo. Let's do it. All right, that's cute. I'm happy. All right, now I've got this one right here. I need something because this is not clipped. Do I want another card there? No. Do I want a card here? That's an idea. Let's see. Now, here's the thing. When you start using paper clips and magnetic clips, you need to be careful of the placement because the magnetic clip is going to grab your paper clip. So I can't have something up here because then it's going to like clip on there, but I could possibly do something like that. But that is covered up and I don't like that. And then it gets a little busy. So let's see. I could bring this up here. Ooh, that's cute. Let's do it. And I'm going to put that to the side like that. I think it'll still be okay. Let's see. Let's make sure it's not grabbing anything. Okay, good. Super cute. All right. And then I've got Beware, for I am fearless and therefore powerful. Love that from Mary Shelley Frankenstein. And then we've got the Legend of Sleepy Hollow here. And we've got the reading list. And then we have another one here that will need to be clipped. All right, I went ahead and figured everything else out. I was kind of stuck a little bit and I didn't want to like film all of that because there was a lot of like back and forth. And honestly, that's really what happens when you are trying to set up a planner. Don't feel like you're not setting it up fast enough. Take your time with it. You kind of have to play with things, move things around back and forth, and see what's going to work best for you. So I just want to show you how this ended up turning out. I really like it. I didn't really necessarily change anything around that I set up with you. I just added in like a few little cards here and there and some clips. So here is that super pretty kitty. I love that. I have the Boo up here. I do have this vellum clipped because otherwise it was just going to move around. And I put a spell on you. I like that up here. That looks really pretty. And I think that it just kind of like all goes together really nicely. So I've got the little half insert here or tip in. It's a tip in. Beware, for I am fearless and therefore powerful, with the Sleepy Hollow dashboard here, the cardstock, and the back side has got the fall reading list. And then I have this one right here, which I clipped it. And that's all I did was I just clipped it. I don't think I clipped it very well though. Let me fix that. So that's the thing you have to remember too when you're using your clips. You want to make sure that they're going to stay on comfortably for you so that way you don't have any issues. I think that's better. There we go. Okay. And then I've got my first section in through here. And then of course you saw my inbox. And then the other thing I did was I clipped in a couple of these dashboards. I added this little card here. I thought that that was really cute with that. And then it also holds like everything together. So I have the card, I have the clear dashboard or side tab, and then I have the decorative dashboard here. So I've got the three, and then I am able to protect the clear side tab because I have a card on this side and a card on this side. So that is how I like to set those up to keep those like protected so they don't get scratchy. And then I also, what did I do here? Oh yeah, with the personal one, this one I did a little bit differently. This one I used a little claw clip here. I think it'll be okay, but I didn't like that it wasn't like clipped. And I didn't really want to put a card on here. I didn't really see a card that I necessarily thought went well with the horses. So I'm like, well, let me just put this claw clip. I think that that will do like less damage to it. So that's all I have in here. And I think that's it. Everything else you already saw my dashboards. Let's do just a quick little look. So that's the meetings, and then this one stayed the same. And then there is the notes, which is so pretty. I love that. Might want to put a clip on here, but I think I'm okay with that. The other ones I don't worry so much about clipping because I don't really go to them that often. So I'm totally fine with that not being all clipped up. But these other ones, I want to make sure that they're clipped because I also have the cards in there. So here is my spooky planner. And then I also added in this pen, which is the fountain pen that we received in the subscription box. So I love it. It's a really cool pen. I'm still not sure about how I'm going to like actually using it. I love the aesthetic of it, and it's perfect to put in here. If you're going to get this planner, definitely get the 2-inch discs. That way you don't have like a lot of extra play in here. And I was actually able to add in another section in here that I had taken out. I wasn't sure if it was going to fit, but it's perfect. I love it. Super chunky girl. And that's my spooky. And then I do have this pen case that we got in the October subscription box. Not quite sure what I'm going to really put in here, but I will figure that out. I love having like coordinating accessories. And then here is the fall planner. So I am like all set. I'm super excited. I love everything that I have here. I've got my master plan planner all ready to go. And then I have my reference planner all set up and ready to go. That was like a lot of work. So I hope you stuck around for the whole thing and you got to see like 2 different ways to set up your planners. If you are all about fall and fall only, then I hopefully this one kind of helps you and you have some ideas from this setup. Or if you're just all about the spooky, then of course you've got the spooky setup here. So I hope that this was useful for you. I love this season. It is my time of year. I just love everything about it. I love all of the fall things. I am all about the spooky things. So it's just like if it were up to me, I'd have like half of the year would all just be like fall themed stuff, and then the other half would all be like spooky themed because I just love, love, love this time of year. So for me to pick this or that, if I really, really had to choose, I'd have to go with spooky. That much I know for sure. Like I absolutely had to choose because in my home, it's decorated with all spooky. Like I have all the Halloween things out. I just really, really love Halloween. So much fun. My whole family really enjoys it. So it's just one of those things that I grew up loving so much and continue to love it as much as I did when I was a kid. I like to dress up. We like to do like the whole thing. So yeah, it's really fun. We do the carving pumpkins. We try to go to the pumpkin patch. I'm not really big into like scary movies though. I shouldn't even say not into them. I don't like scary movies, which is really kind of funny because I really do love Halloween and all the spooky stuff. But I kind of am more about like the classic Halloween stuff, like vampires and Frankenstein and, the mummy and that type of thing. Not so much like the slasher films. I'm not into that kind of scary. Like that does not appeal to me at all. We will watch like Halloween scary movie, and that always scares the heck out of me. And that movie's so old, but I still get scared. Like it just makes me really scared. So I am not like that type of person where I'm out to look for like watching all of the slasher movies. That's not me. I do like the classics. I like the vampires and Frankenstein, and that is so much fun. So anyway, that is my whole story. If I had to choose this or that, definitely on the spooky side. All right. Well, if you do decide to pick anything up, I know she's coming out with some new things. Really excited about that. So be on the lookout. Make sure that you are following Jane here on YouTube. You're following her on Instagram. You join her Facebook groups. I do have all of those links down below, so you can go ahead and give her a follow there. And if you decide to purchase anything, I am an affiliate, so greatly appreciate if you use my affiliate link. You will find that down below in the description. And there is a code there if you've never purchased from her before, and it'll save you 15% off. And if you do decide to sign up for the subscription box, please, again, if you could use the affiliate link, it really does help me out a little bit. And I really, really appreciate it so very much. I know many of you have already used it, so thank you so much for that. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe to me here and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post anything. And be sure to comment down below. Are you fall, or are you spooky, or are you both? I would love to know. Drop it in the comments below. And if you watch this video all the way through till the end, you can leave me either a fall leaf or you can leave me a ghost emoji. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.